You're leaving gains on the table because you're training too slow. You're also not maxing out your cardio because of this. I'm going to teach you about explosive training and why it's the best form of training for young men trying to get in shape. When you see someone working out, how do you see them? If they're out running, do they sprint or do they jog? They jog, right? Slow jogging. And if they're in the gym, they're lifting weights, they're lifting slowly, right? Lifting slowly up and down. It goes slow, right? But training slowly will make you slow. And you don't want to be a slow person. You want to be an explosive, powerful, fast person, right? And training fast and training explosive will make you that. And so the way you should train is both in lifting weights and in the cardio thing. You should train different. Okay? Let's take the running. You don't want to do jogging. You want to do sprints. You want to do high intensity sprinting. So what you want to do is simply 10 sprints for 10 to 15 seconds and then it's done. Like, bro, when you're sprinting as fast as you possibly can, 10 to 15 seconds is a long time. For 10 sets, it's a long time. And then you have a 1 minute break in between. This will train you in a different type of way than the jogging will. And bro, you get better cardio, that's the thing. Because most people, they think that, oh, I gotta run slowly and slow and steady. That's when I get good cardio. But you don't. You train fast paced to get your heart and your lungs and your whole breath to really get used to high intensity stuff. So if you're running in lower intensity, it's easy. Your body doesn't stress at all. But for the people who jog all the time, that's their highest intensity ever. That's when they're training jogging. So, but for the sprinting people, if they're going on a jog, then it's this is nothing. I'm used to sprinting and going crazy, being super tired in my breath, in my legs, and everything. So when they're going on a jog, it's easy, light work. And that's, dude, even Jakob Ingebrigtsen, one of the best runners of all time, he even uses this to his advantage. He's not running if he's training for a 3,000 3K run, right? He's not running in the training. He's not running 3,000 meters for the fastest time he possibly can. He's having sets where he runs 400 meters and then he does that as fast as he possibly can. So he has high jogging, right? He even uses explosiveness and fast-paced, intensive training to his advantage. And when you are lifting weights, you want to do it in an explosive way. So you don't want to lift like these normal people, quite slow and all of this. You want to, on your reps, you want to go slowly down and explode up. Okay? Control negatives and explosive on the positives, right? So that's how you should train when it's possible, right? Not every exercise is made where you can do this. It doesn't fit for every exercise, but for a lot of exercises, it does fit, especially for chest and for, something that has to do with arms and stuff. And when you can, do it, because fast hands and arms and upper body, it makes you powerful, man. Because if you ever would get into a fight, bro, these bodybuilders, yeah, they got some muscle, they got some strength, but if they would throw a punch, it would take them so long. It would take so long time. They will punch twice as, a person who trains explosive would punch 2 or 3 times faster than this guy, just because he explodes in his lifts. So you just become capable, man, in a different type of way. And you are actually making more gains from this than on the normal lifts. And I'll tell you why, because this is very interesting. When you are having some explosive pushes, right, you can naturally have a bit more weight. So if you're having a bit more weight and you're having controlled, extra slow negatives, you really work that muscle. And then right before you come down to the bottom of the negative, you just drop it and then push. And then when you are pushing higher weights, like higher kilos. And when you are lifting higher, like heavier weights, bro, heavier weights lifted equals more muscles. So if you're lifting more weight and you're having more weight that you controlled down, it means more gains. More gains. And that's exactly what we want. We don't care as much on how strong we are and stuff. We want to look amazing. We want to sculpt that physique. And the way you do that is to do it in an explosive way. And that is why. But these slow people, like, bro, they're slow and they're missing out on gains. So they're losing in 2 ways, where you are winning twice. So this is really the way to go, man. And if you want more information about this training and about dieting and really locking in this training and you sculpting your physique and getting better cardio, you can check the link down below. Ever since I started training like this, my physique has never been better. I have the best physique that I've ever had. And dude, bro, even on the cardio as well, I have so good cardio. I feel fast, I feel agile and just quick and capable, and it feels so good. And just looking in the mirror, knowing that these muscles is not just some like makeup type thing, like it's not just something that I have for show, right? But it's actually something that is useful in the real world. And that just makes me feel so good about myself. And dude, the confidence and the women attraction that I've got from the like working out, and especially in this way, is crazy. I have a beautiful girlfriend, and this life is just so good when you're training in the best type of training you possibly can train. So if you want to know more, you can click the link down below. It's my course if you want to know more and if you're interested. So I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Peace.